rocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah. Went up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the shit.
And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 97 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 45 on second down. Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun.
48 Monk. I'm coming.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the 40 now on second down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
54, right there. 54
And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now it's Jackson. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Tackles.
11. Check Mike 39. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check Mike 39.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And a short gain here down to the 22. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Eric Armstead. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
56, 56.
There's Jackson on third and long. Snead's got it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
48 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike, 48. Double dog, that's the way.
Hey, exit.
48 Mike, 48 Mike.
21. Here we go.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey,
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here we go. 180. 1, Omaha.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
21.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Ravens 6.
Here we go. 180. Clock.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. They complete it to Hill. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Check hot route.
Right back to him on 1st down. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
21.
58, come on.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with Hill. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, this one to his running back out of the backfield. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, gun. Check like 39. Blue there. 1, Omaha. Check like 39.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Push him back.
Hey, check like this.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those.